Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. This is Mars here. With my boys PD and Cal. Say what's up, gents.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, yo, we're ready to rock.
So just before we start, I just want to make sure I put down some ground rules. Today, because we are celebrating PD, I am going to be more magnanimous than normal to allow PD to take the lead on this. So PD, can you please explain to us what is going on?
Chris Evans is back,
No
and
way. No way in hell. No way in hell.
okay, they're saying he's making a deal. He's not exactly back yet, but if he's back, you'll also get to see Peggy Carter. Now, Peggy Carter's gotten a new life in the What If series, but as Hayley Atwell said when she appeared in the movie, she said, "I could do this all day," and she said she got cut in half, and she's like, "Apparently not." So ultimately, I am not. I would be okay if they just kept um Chris Evans doing Captain America stuff, not with Haley Atwell. I like the angle of the man out of his time. Not to say that he'd be stuck in the past type of thing, but the idea of him continuing his saga after in present day without Peggy. That Peggy has had, her life without him, and they are, lost through time. I did not like him going back in time and basically staying in the house. But this was supposedly saying that here that they had an idea of doing a story with Peggy and Cap in the past. That hey, he wasn't just sitting at home; he was fighting a good fight with her. But they're saying instead of doing that, they're gonna have their reunion in Avengers Secret Wars, regretfully, just to have possibly Doom fighting Captain America, which never worked for me in Secret Wars. I never saw the end fight being, and it wasn't even an end fight. Doom basically sabotaged himself at the end through the power of the Beyonder suggestion, and Cap showed up at the end. And then we see the same thing with Kurt Busiek's Captain America, where he was the last. He said it in Wizard that Cap is the last man standing, and somehow he became the last man standing in the movie, and everything Kurt Busiek does, and they're trying to turn it like he got to come back again because Robert Downey Jr. is here, and we got a makeshift Civil War. So I'm not with it. I like the period where Cap, in the 70s, somehow he lost the full super strength, any super strength, but he was definitely a guy still in the fight, one of the best Avengers, but he could be hurt. He was human, so, but this thing of making him come back again when they could have just done another Captain America story with him. And I don't know if it's true. They say, obviously, the Falcon America isn't happy, but that's my thoughts on it.
But look, actually, I'll say something later. Cal, you got 2 seconds, two words to throw in.
2 words, good lord.
No, you can go ahead and take it.
All right. Thank you, Cal. This is the type of respectful show that we try to be. We don't step on each other's toes, or we don't insult and stuff like that.
This
But
is what I can do. Step on.
That's usually the wind up.
but there are 2 characters I've been hearing. 2, not 1, but 2 characters people have been talking. Well, 3 actually that people have been talking about. Hydra Captain America, because he may be coming from the same world as, or same area or universe as the as the new Iron Man. No, not Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man, Doctor Doom that we're getting. Or it's been mooted he could be the Beyonder, which I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case. And lastly, Nomad. So this guy, I think his name is Dave Schneider. Let me see what his name is. His name is he loves breaking. Jeff Snyder. He likes breaking news about things in Marvel and stuff like that. They're saying that he's talking about that, and that he could be the Nomad character. I don't know if any of them are correct. I don't know if they're just trial balloons they're just throwing up there and let people say, because it's really early in the process. They haven't even and he's coming in Avengers Doomsday, right? So that's like what 2026 we're talking about. We're not even talking about now. They may not even have filmed his stuff, so anything can happen between now and then. Is it a good thing he's coming back? Why not? Is it a good thing that may advance the story? Why not? Disney's really, we've seen the success of Wolverine and Deadpool, bringing in older heroes and hell, we've seen the success of Moana 2. We've seen the success of what's the name of that show with the different aspects in somebody's head. Disney is doubling down on things that worked before, and they're bringing back characters that worked before. And so either
Okay.
they turn around. That's why I'm thinking it's necessary. But the question is it going to be a good story? And you know what? Because we are down with Marvel, the Disney animated,
Oh my
we
God.
are okay with this, and we think it should go forward, right?
Oh.
We're not begging for a job, but the resume's in, guys.
Look, I think. Oh, is it?
It's Cal's turn to talk. You can't cut up unless Cal gives you his 5 minutes.
The Congress. I give the senator from New
You
Jersey.
yield your time, Cal. Your 5 minutes.
He's claiming my time. Anyway,
No,
Yield his time, Petey.
what do you think of this, Cal? What do you think if the possibility of Cap coming back?
sounds like a big capitulation if you ask me. It's like, okay, we screwed everything up. We're going to try to soften everything by bringing you back the people that you like so we can reestablish trust. And if I was Anthony Mackie, I would be annoyed because you haven't even had a full chance to be Captain America, and the guy everybody really wants as Captain America is coming back.
Yeah, it undermines your movie coming up. You're 100% right.
This is what we needed to get to. Yes, this is what we needed to get to. He's going to beat up Red Hulk. The thing is, they're saying they might put Evans into the Red Hulk fight. I can't do it. Thank goodness. It'll be just like the Vision saying, "Oh, thank goodness Captain America's here," or whatever. Cal, you know that line he says in it.
Oh, no, I made up that line.
Okay.
Is it going to be 90-year-old Captain America showing up to help out?
Oh, he's going to go back in time.
We got the Vision, we got Scarlet Witch, and they're just getting their butts handed to them by Thanos' vassals. And then the train comes in, and out, you see Cap, and Vision's like, "Thank goodness, Captain America!" I'm like, Vision, you suck.
Hey, if the shoe fits, bro, if the shoe fits.
Wow.
So, hey, I mean, look, I think it's a good idea. I'd like to see him back. I wish they would give more chance to Anthony Mackie to blow up. And, but I think the new Falcon, the way he's designed, with his new wings and the way it comes in, and he has I think is off the chain. Does he really need to have the Captain America moniker on him? Unfortunately, this movie's coming up, and it's everything built around him on that. And I think there's going to be detractors who want, but I think it looks like it could be a really, really good movie. And I think if Disney really puts its money behind it and marketing power, it could be explosive. And if Chris Evans comes in a way that helps the movie forward, if they come in and say,
like
well,
Jay-Z coming in on a great song by who's that guy? Ja Rule that was already gonna be a hit, and then Jay-Z just says, "Oh, here's Juvenile. Let me jump on this hot song." And say, let me do, what's the name? You got your block on, like, come on, man. This thing and the thing is, from your words, is that these characters weren't it. Cap, Iron Man, and Thor weren't it. Why now you have to say, well, we can't do it without them now? You already said that they made them, in their minds, they made them hot. They made these characters hot. Now they can't make sure, well, we know we kind of use the comic books for that. We decided to not use the comic books for our other stories, but it's okay. We're gonna go back to the characters that you like, and that's the hard part in this. And at the same time, I thought they had this thing on about death in the Marvel universe, like, okay, such and such died, Vision died. Like I think they had the guy from in the WandaVision, with her being all so powerful, she didn't resurrect her brother. Like it's just like, no, they really solidified death, meaning it being the end, outside of bringing back Wolverine, of course. But it's characters like Vision, like he's a robot. Put them back together. I think even the Creature Commandos were trying to play up an angle of the sadness of G.I. Robot getting destroyed. And it's like, what do they do with in the Kree Skull War? Vision falls out. They put them back together. You rip them up, Vision and Vision Quest to 3 million parts. They put the Vision back together. How do you decide these guys are dead? But with Cap, he is in the past, so now I have to go through your time variant thing and bring him back to save the day or whatever he's gonna do. Or come back as a villain, as you were thinking. I don't think the Hydra thing, but because people had too much issues with that.
But that looks like the play. We're going to bring them back. They won't be the same guys, but they have the name recognition and the familiarity. Where okay, we can get people back into we can get people back into audiences to rather people back into audiences, people back into theaters to sit for these movies, especially since oh man, I mean maybe it might just be me, but I think COVID just really did a number on theaters because now everything is so fragmented in terms of what content you can go and get at the end of the day. Plus, you don't even have to wait that long for that film to make the jump to streaming.
Oh, so Red One is Red One now on streaming already?
But Joker,
Joker too. Joker too.
Oh, nobody really wants to see that though. Yo, but I mean, look.
I know, but let's say I was somebody who said, you know what, I am interested. Let me go see it in the theater. Has it even been 3 months since that film was released? No. Before now, if you have a Max account, you can see it on streaming. So what is the impetus for me to go to the theater and see this?
That is true. It is, you're right. It is on streaming. Holy crutz. I'm going to watch it. Amazon Prime. All right. I was going to watch it. But here's the thing. I want to come back to you guys. Another option that he has, if he's coming back with Peggy Carter, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Okay, you're supposed to say, what is it? You're supposed to say, Mars.
Peggy Carter didn't go out on no missions with them. She was a part of the good.
I'm going to say it. What if? What if it comes back as Captain Carter and Iron Man?
No.
Chris Evans.
No.
That is a perfect thing in another world. Boom, boom, bringing in the whole.
We're in an old episode of Spinner Rack where things went left every time.
I am saying that's a possibility, right?
This went super left. You know who you're talking to? You know which team are you on? Are you on? Was it Emergency Also Always or Everything Always podcast where they love everything?
Did you say that? I don't know if you said that. I'm just saying on my end.
I'm not saying they said that, but they come up with these ideas saying that they're great. Wow, that's a good idea. Chris Evans will be back, and it's going to be so great, that sort of thing.
I'm just saying that they have a What's If world, and in What's If world, they have the Peggy Carter, the Captain Carter, and they bring it together.
They already killed Captain Carter.
They
killed Captain Carter, cut her in half.
They foolishly killed Captain Carter.
The actors made fun of it.
They did? In What If? What do we call that?
No, in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, she's like, I can do this all day. I can do this all day.
Right. But there's variants. You can always bring out another variant.
No,
that's variant.
That right over there is a thing that gets audiences to stay home because there is no trust built when you take these characters that you're asking people to invest in and treat them so flimsily. So if you're somebody who actually liked Captain Carter from What If, you go to the film and they treat her like fodder, she's killed, and they're saying, oh, well, that Captain Carter is dead, but we can always bring in another one. Well, if these characters are that disposable, well, my viewership is also that disposable. I don't need to come and pay a premium to see this at the end of the day. So that is the wrong approach. That is the wrong approach. We have a multiverse. We can always bring in somebody new. Then nobody gets attached to the characters in the manner in which you want them to be. So they can come out to the theaters and you can make the money that you've invested into these films.
Very well said, Cal, as a fan. But as a corporate exec, it don't matter. Just put another one next. Whoever is next, whichever version works.
Are they doing?
Okay.
It doesn't matter when you don't have any money.
Okay. And if Disney decides to go with that, we as a group back it, as always.
Yeah, when you don't have any cash, that's the problem.
And Hollywood doesn't do variants. They do Bobby from what's the name? Bobby from Dallas coming back to life, just saying, "Hey, just move forward." The actor playing such and such will now be played by this new person. while you're watching the show. Not, oh, there was a variant of another variant. But they're saying the variant verse is over. The multiverse is dying nasty. It wasn't the dynasty, but the Kang dynasty is dying nasty. But
by the way, he did get off. He did get off. That last suit was thrown out.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know she couldn't.
They said more was coming out. Nothing else came out. So there you go, public
there, so
fake news.
So hey, is there anything else you guys want to say, Cal, Petey?
I would hope that you know, the Mission Impossible the new one does well for Hayley Atwell, so she can say, I need to do more than just show up and get cut in half. They're being a little too agreeable. I'm feeling, wasn't it Henry Cavill feeling like saying, why am I in these movies? Like, she had a pitch. She had her bits that she had were, you know, poignant bits, but they're all undercut because actually she never was, what she was telling Cap was the, you know, telling him not to go in the past to meet her, and he still went in the past to meet her. So it's like, I couldn't tell you. I told you not to do it. Go on with your life. You're the same age you were when we first met. Go get a babe. Go find some new babes out here. No, I'm going back to this thing. And you come back, hey, Peggy's like, you know, I'm not sure how you are. You were able to lift Thor's hammer, but I was with a black man while you're away, and I was with a cripple. Are you okay with that? And I've had multitude of men.
Does it matter?
In the 50s? Yes.
We're talking about now with the readers. I don't think it
No,
matters.
he went back in time. He went back in time.
Yeah, but he was in modern time, so he's not going to have those type of hangups, right? You know, if he was from the past, that would be different. But he was
he was still writing down things on a notepad, trying to get up to speed.
I still write things down in a notepad. Okay.
No, stuff he had to read. He didn't get time because he had to save the universe 3 times over. Now he's back in time. It basically was like 2 weeks that he was out here.
What?
No, he like for 3 years. He probably was around in the Marvel universe for 3 years, unless we count the space in between movies and say a lot of time passed. That's a lot of Cap story we didn't get. But you know, he was like, what happened?
Okay, I hear that. All
right, we closing this one out.
I'll close it. Let me give a brief synopsis of what we agreed upon. You know, one, we talked about the possibility that Chris Evans can come back as several different characters: Nomad, the Beyonder, as the Iron Chris Evans, Iron Steve.
Oh, Rogers, like the Red Skull can come back as a nobody that sits in.
No, that's what we're talking about. And then Peggy Carter as Captain
Carter.
That's what we're
talking about.
That's what we talked about.
You can ruin them. You can ruin them like the Red Skull.
The team agreed that, you know, the corporation, Marvel and Disney, have the right to bring back as many multitude of characters in different variations if possible.
They have the right to, when they make mistakes and blow everything on checking off boxes, as you and Cal would like to say. Now we can go back to what people, just bring the actor back, still do the same crappy stories that we were doing.
You know what? Spin a rack. If you like what you heard, give a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Spin a rack.
We're out.
I guess we're out.